The US is home to hundreds of endangered species, and without significant conservation efforts, some may face extinction within the next 50 years. Climate change, habitat destruction, pollution, and human activity are accelerating the decline of many animal populations, pushing some species to the brink. The Florida panther, Puma concolorcuri, is one of the most endangered big cats in the US, with fewer than 230 individuals left in the wild. Florida panthers face threats from habitat loss, road collisions, genetic bottlenecks, and human-wildlife conflicts, making their survival uncertain. The red wolf, Canis rufus, once roamed the southeastern US but now exists in critically low numbers, with fewer than 20 individuals remaining in the wild. Intensive conservation efforts have reintroduced red wolves to North Carolina, but illegal hunting, habitat fragmentation, and competition with coyotes threaten their recovery. The California condor, Gymnogyps californianus, nearly went extinct in the 1980s, and despite successful reintroduction efforts, fewer than 350 wild individuals remain. Lead poisoning from ingesting bullet fragments in carrion is one of the biggest threats to California condors, alongside habitat destruction and slow reproduction rates. The Hawaiian monk seal, Neomonicus schoenslandi, is among the world's most endangered marine mammals, with only about 1,500 left in the wild. Climate change, entanglement in fishing gear, human disturbance, and declining fish populations are reducing the Hawaiian monk seal's chances of survival. The ivory-billed woodpecker, Campephalus principalis, has long been considered extinct, but occasional unconfirmed sightings raise slim hopes for its survival. If the ivory-billed woodpecker still exists, habitat destruction in the swamps of the southeastern US continues to pose a severe threat to its recovery. The key deer, Otocoileus virginianus clavium, is a subspecies of the white-tailed deer that only lives in the Florida Keys, with fewer than 1,000 individuals left. Key deer populations are at risk due to rising sea levels, hurricanes, car accidents, and habitat loss, which could wipe them out within a few decades. The black-footed ferret, Mustela nigripes, was once thought to be extinct but was rediscovered in the 1980s and has since undergone captive breeding efforts. With only around 300 individuals in the wild, black-footed ferrets remain at risk due to habitat loss, disease, and declining prairie dog populations. The Mississippi gopher frog, Lithobates savasis, is one of the rarest amphibians in North America, with only a few hundred remaining in isolated populations. Habitat destruction and breeding challenges in captivity make the Mississippi gopher frog one of the most likely amphibians to vanish in the next 50 years. The San Joaquin kit fox, Vulpes macrotus mutica, has lost much of its habitat to agriculture, urban expansion, and road development in California's Central Valley. Fewer than 3,000 San Joaquin kit foxes remain, and continued habitat loss and disease make them highly vulnerable to extinction. The ocelot, Leopardus pardalis, once thrived across the southern US, but fewer than 100 individuals remain in Texas and Arizona due to habitat destruction. Ocelots depend on dense vegetation for survival, but urban sprawl, roads, and agricultural development are making it increasingly difficult for them to persist. The dusky gopher frog, Lithobates savasis, is considered critically endangered, with fewer than 250 individuals left in isolated ponds in Mississippi. This frog species relies on temporary wetlands for breeding, but habitat fragmentation and climate change threaten its ability to reproduce. The Hawaiian crow, Corvus hawaiiensis, also called the alala, is extinct in the wild, with only a few captive individuals remaining for potential reintroduction. Loss of habitat, disease, and predation by invasive species have made it difficult to successfully reintroduce the Hawaiian crow to its natural environment. The Atwater's prairie chicken, Tympanicus cupido atwateri, once roamed Texas and Louisiana, but only around 100 remain in the wild. Urbanization, fire suppression, and loss of grassland habitat have caused a drastic decline in Atwater's prairie chicken populations. The Sonoran pronghorn, Antilocapra americana sonoriensis, is one of the most endangered hoofed mammals in North America, with only about 200 left in the U.S. Climate change, border wall construction, and lack of water sources in the desert are pushing the Sonoran pronghorn toward extinction. The Yosemite toad, Anaxyrus canoris, is a high-altitude amphibian threatened by climate change, habitat degradation, and disease. Changes in precipitation patterns and rising temperatures are reducing breeding pools for Yosemite toads, putting them at severe risk of extinction. The American burying beetle, Nicrophorus americanus, has disappeared from over 90% of its historic range, with only a few populations remaining in the Midwest and New England. Habitat destruction, light pollution, and declining carrion availability are key factors driving the American burying beetle toward extinction. The Maui dolphin, Cephalorhynchus hectori maui, a subspecies of Hector's dolphin, is critically endangered, with fewer than 60 individuals remaining. Fishing bycatch, habitat degradation, and climate change continue to threaten the survival of this rare dolphin species off the coast of Hawaii. The sheepnose mussel, Plethobasis cyphus, is one of many freshwater mussels in the U.S. facing extinction due to pollution, habitat destruction, and dam construction. Freshwater mussels play a crucial role in filtering and maintaining clean water ecosystems, making their decline a significant ecological concern. The western pond turtle, Actinomeles marmorata, is declining due to habitat loss, invasive species, and climate change, particularly in California and Oregon. Invasive species such as bullfrogs and non-native fish prey on hatchlings, further reducing western pond turtle populations. The Carolina gopher frog, Lithobates capito, is experiencing severe habitat loss due to wetland drainage, leading to fragmented populations across the southeastern U.S. Gopher frogs rely on ephemeral wetlands for breeding, but habitat destruction and road development have significantly reduced their numbers. The rimrock crowned snake, Tantilla oolitica, is one of the rarest snakes in North America, found only in small areas of Florida's limestone terrain. Urban expansion in Miami-Dade County and the Florida Keys is rapidly reducing the rimrock crowned snake's habitat, making its future uncertain. The Ozark hellbender, Cryptobranchus elegantiniensis bishopi, is one of the largest salamanders in North America, but pollution and disease have devastated its populations. Hellbenders require clean, oxygen-rich streams, but agricultural runoff and habitat destruction are making survival increasingly difficult. The southwestern willow flycatcher, Empidonax tralei extimus, is a migratory bird at risk due to habitat destruction along rivers and wetlands in the southwest. As invasive plants and water shortages alter river ecosystems, the southwestern willow flycatcher is losing crucial nesting sites, putting it at high risk. Without significant conservation action, many of these species could disappear within the next 50 years, changing U.S. ecosystems forever. Ongoing wildlife protection, habitat restoration, and stronger legislation will be crucial in preventing these animals from going extinct. The fate of these species will depend on public awareness, government action, and scientific advancements, ensuring future generations can still witness America's rich biodiversity.